Hello everybody. How are you? Hope you're doing well, enjoying your weekend. Cheers. Coffee time. Right. Let me just fog up my glasses, why don't I? ATS. We've already established after yesterday's performance on the ATS, which was actually rather good. Except for something I forgot to do. The ATS will probably win today, this week's, but it's by how much is why we're here to find out. So we ended off yesterday on ETS with 14,597 euros, 46 garages, 226 trucks and drivers. I say that for those who weren't here yesterday. We bought 3 garages yesterday in ETS. Rapidly. We had, after a few ferry rides and sleeps and that, we had enough money to not only buy a garage, but fill it up with the trucks and trailers straight away. And I've got to hire drivers for them. Fortunately, I actually somehow ended up finding that out pretty quick. Wasn't that long. So I managed to put the drivers in there. Hey, Smitho, how you, buddy? How you doing, mate? You all good? So, I put it down to daylight savings because I was preparing for daylight savings. G'day, Causey, mate. And I'm just going that my brain was on mush because daylight savings started at 2 o'clock this morning. So since Wednesday I had decided, so I wouldn't be feeling so today, which I am, that I would actually from Wednesday get up an hour earlier, have lunch an hour earlier, have dinner an hour earlier, everything I normally do I do it an hour earlier and go to bed an hour earlier. So I was ready for the daylight savings of today. But I no longer can blame daylight savings. As you can tell here, let me just explain this. Our money here, it says that we've got 111,346. I've written down on our last one as 117,346. 45 garages, yes, and 224 trucks. Now, the reason why the money's different is because as I came in to check to see where we were up to, and I went garage manager, and I clicked on drivers, and that was our last garage, to see how many more drivers we had left, which was 1. Well, I knew we had 1 because we had 224 trucks, right? I just wanted to know which garage needed to be filled with the last truck. It turns out, when I came in here, it actually said drivers 0-5. So last week, well 2 weeks ago, I also forgot to hire drivers for trucks. I don't know what to put it down to. Losing my mind. Anyway, at least I figured that out. What I also didn't know is that we're in the middle of a delivery. I remembered we were in ATS, but I didn't realise we were in the middle of delivery for ATS as well. I wanted to do the recruitment agency for ATS today thing. For those that don't know, we're going to do a stream where we just go to the nearest, well, pick 3 nearest recruitment agencies, check to see if we got deliveries there, and then vote on which one we want to go to. I forgot, I couldn't do it yesterday because we were in the middle of a delivery. Let's get going while I'm talking about this. You're getting those new self-driving trucks, basically. Yeah, so I couldn't do it yesterday because we were in the middle of a delivery, so it made it kind of pointless. Because I thought it would be unfair because ATS wasn't in the middle of a delivery. And since we won't be going long distances, because the whole point is to unlock recruitment agencies, so we're not going to go for long drives, we're going to try and find the nearest ones to us and get as many unlocked on the stream. So I was going to do that today and then do ETS one next week. But now We should be doing both of them next week. Provided I don't end in the middle of a delivery. Now, yesterday also, I started half an hour early for those that don't know, and I finished because we had where we were, we had a delivery, but that would have gone over. Too far over. I didn't mind going a little bit over, but not too far over time. So I decided to end it, and I ended it about half an hour, 15 minutes early, somewhere in between there. So we're going to try and do the same today, just to keep it even as we can in playing time. That all depends on where we are with the delivery, of course. If I've got to go an extra 10, 15 minutes to finish the delivery off, we will be doing that. Because that's what we do anyway. Anyway, we're on the road with the window down. Game seems awfully quiet to me. Really, like really quiet. Either that, it's a very quiet truck, but the game seems very, very quiet. How's it on your end, guys? You can hear the truck and everything. The levels seem to be, well, okay, a little lower than usual, but not by much. Yeah, it seems quite up. Maybe that's it. So we've got 6 hours left. Well, 6 hours, 39 minutes left on this to live view. For the ETA. Which is a lot less than what we had yesterday with ATS. We had a long way to go. I think it was about 40 hours or something like that. Admittedly, a lot of those hours was on a ferry. So it wasn't driving. Of course, when you get on the delivery, you go from one place to another in an instant. See if I don't have to change down a range. We can get it in 13th gear, come on. Oh, hang on. We, good enough for a truck. What are we driving? Western Star. That money came in so quick. We don't have that many, do we? I'm guessing it's that one. And that goes there. Recruitment agency. We did manage to find 2 recruitment agencies in yesterday's stream as well, which was good. Maybe we were able to do it in this one as well. Now, trailer manager, we're going to figure out what trailer we're up to here. We're up to a vertical bottom dumper. Which would have been that one. So we're now on this one. Let's configure it. I'm sure we should have enough money for it. How much is it worth so far? It doesn't tell me. Thank you. Thanks for that. Okay. What have we got here? We'll go fully wooden. And then we do the paint job. Which is... keep Mike happy. Pink. 46. And that goes down there. And we've got to set that to private. Let's check to see we've got 2 that are in use. Right, so that just leaves one other thing here, doesn't it? What have we got? I think we're all done from Mexico. All done for Canada. Okay, so we've just got the USA left, so I don't have to do a poll. So we'll just keep going.
Go straight.
And save up the 430,000, and then we'll vote for what state we're going to have our new garage in. Now with ETS, we're pretty much almost done. We've got 1 to go. Then I'm not actually sure about what to do after that. One thing we have decided, well I've decided, is that after that we don't have to go another one per country. We can go anywhere we like. As long as we've got one in one country, it's fine. But the problem with that is we're going to have so many choices when it comes to voting. It's going to be a bit of an issue, I feel. It's going to take up a lot of time to go through all the different, same with this, we're going to go through all Canada, Mexico, US. I think actually ATS might be easier, because we could just vote for the country and then I'll just choose wherever. ETS, however, we've got so many, and because we can go anywhere we like. Same with ATS. I mean, if you vote for Canada and then the next one you can still vote for Canada again, and Canada 3 times in a row until we actually run out of places we could stick a garage in Canada after we've filled up. Well, got filled up as one garage in every region, state, territory, whatever it is. Well, it's a bit sharper than I thought. Yeah, but with ETS we've got so many locations. I just think it would take so long to go through them all and then try and get a vote to go, and then by the time you've gone through them all, you've forgotten half of them at the end of it anyway. So I'm not really sure what to do with that. I might actually jump in here and get some fuel. I forgot this feels like a boat. So what do you guys think with the ETS? Those who watch it, obviously. Those who don't watch it, then no point saying anything. Okay, this sound is just a little too quiet for me. Let me just check my sound levels. Where's my voice meter? No, that's fine. It's at 50, but everything's the same. Why does it sound so quiet? That's at 30, isn't it, on my Xbox? So yeah. Don't know. Have no clue as to why. Let's carry on. No one's got an opinion? Alright. I gotta think of something. You really don't know. Yeah, same here. I'm at a loss what to do with it too. But the only thing is I'm sure about is the fact that it'd just be a pain to go back and do the voting again. It would just take up so much time. It's fine when you, even with half of them, you narrow them down and everything else like that. One way we could do is we could say like North Europe. We'll just say North Europe, even though Iceland's not part of it, but that'll include Iceland, Great Britain, Ireland, and Scandinavia, right? The rest of it we'll just call Central or Middle Earth, and then Middle East will be Middle East. Actually, we don't have a South Europe, so we can just say, and narrow it down that way, you guys can vote for that. We'll just say, okay, North, South, Middle East. That's what we'll do. So, North, like I said, will just be Great Britain, Scandinavia and up, Iceland and Faroe Islands and all that kind of stuff, and the South can just be everything underneath, and Middle East will be Middle East. In Egypt. That way we can do the same as ATS with ETS. You've got 3 locations to choose from, and then from there I'll just pick a location, which will probably be every time you go, oh, north. Okay, cool, Iceland. Let's go north. Another one in Iceland. No, I'll spread them out. I promise. This is just eerily quiet. Is it my headphones, perhaps? I wouldn't have thought so. Maybe the truck is just quiet. Maybe this is just a quiet truck. Oh, you know, I can figure out whether or not that's true. The cab might be quiet, but the outside won't be. Hey, even that's quiet. Very quiet. Keep an eye on that money, what we need, 430,000. I forget how quickly it's coming in with ATS, so quick. I'm just not used to hearing my own voice so clearly. So, do you sort of agree with that, Causey? You think there'd just be too much of a hassle voting for where to go in ETS if we didn't sort of split it up? What do you think of the splitting it up idea? Not just Causey, anyone else who watches ETS as well. I mean, I know you don't know kind of gear. Like I said, I think the voting thing is a definite. I think that's just too much of a hassle going back round. Whoa, 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 whoa. Let's just get back in the right side of the road, eh? I mean, it won't be an issue when we come back after this competition is done. For those who don't know, yeah, this is exciting. After this competition is done, we're going to take a break from ETS. We're going to play something else. I don't know, but preferably something that is multiplayer capable as well. So if people want to join, they can. I'd like to keep the multiplayer stuff like that. Maybe just restart up the. If Patro and Smudo are around, we could restart up the competition, carrying on where we left off on that, because the contracts and all that are fixed. We could do that. Snow Runner I want to do, definitely, because DC Dave is so kind enough to acquire that game for me, shall we say. And yeah, and that'll be good, having some people in for that. Come on, you can make it, 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 come on. Be the little red train engine. Just in time. But eventually we'll come back and do the competition again, and the next competition will be vanilla. So there'll be no map mods.
Go straight.
No mods at all. Except for sound fixes. That'll be a definite. Maybe we could do the summer one, the season mods as well, because they don't have a huge effect on the game. And that way we can do what we normally do. We can do 4 weeks of one season, then a confi mode. And that one will just to verify that the one that won this time is the one that easiest to make money on, when we got no extra mods like map mods and Jazzy Cat mods, which gives us extra types of things to deliver as well as traffic. What else have I got in there? I think that's the main ones actually. I mean, there's other ones. I'll definitely probably keep. I will. Maybe I will have mods. Okay, maybe I will have mods, but I won't have any mods that alter the gameplay that much. I'll just sort of have quality of life mods, like the mirror one I've got, which makes those mirrors up the top there a lot smaller, really handy. I forgot how big they are. I was watching Pirate stream and he had them up, and I just saw how big they are on the screen. It was on the... I'm so glad I got this mod. The rain mod as well, because I like that. I like the more realistic looking rain and the thunder sound. But anything that sort of yeah, anything that sort of expands deliveries, or we'll get there. I'll figure it out one way or another. But I reserve the right to add in mods, quality of life mods like that. Maybe the mega pack. No, because I've got another mod there that also gives me extra delivery options. Real companies I might keep. Maybe I won't. Yeah, I'll think about it.
Left, and then turn left. Turn left.
Still got another 3 years to go driving. 267, 263, yeah. Where'd you go to school? Apparently a bad school. 267, I did it again, 263. What is going on with me? Seriously, Alzheimer's is on the deepest. Rolling forward. $263,000. See, I can do it when I apply myself. Almost halfway there. Is it going to turn green before I get there, or am I going to have to stop? Oh, I got to turn right anyway. So right on red.
Turn right.
Right. While it's red. So, my biggest question at the moment is, where the hell am I and where the hell am I going to? Things I should have checked before we started and I didn't. It looks like Montana or something, by the quality of the scenery.
Go straight.
Obviously at the end of this one we're going to go all the way to Mexico, to the last garage we bought. It was probably one we bought before that, but I don't remember which one that was. I think that might have been another Mexican one, actually. This is Texas. Oh, okay. Oh, yes, I remember now. I think, unless I'm thinking of combi mode, but yeah, Mexico to the bottom of Texas somewhere, bottom right or something like that. Somewhere we hadn't been before. No wonder the speed limits are really good. I just haven't had the opportunity to put cruise control on yet. Might be able to now. Every time I get to that point, there's either a town or a car that's slow in front of me, or I get to a corner and I'm going around it too quick like now. See, 75, I can't get to the 77, got to slow down. To the corner, accelerate out of it, and now we're down to 60. Now we're down to 45. Now we're down to 0. $10,000, 288. So yeah, I'm interested in seeing how much of a lead ATS is going to have at the end of the stream. Like I said, we ascertained yesterday, purely because even though we bought 3 garages, right, we did have a bit of time where drivers weren't making money because I forgot to buy them, but hey, I did that with ATS, only half of them, well, actually only 4, and the ATS I did 10 drivers I forgot to, or 9, maybe it was 9. Anyway, more than ATS. But I'm getting the feeling, depending where I bought the last garage, they might have been there for a while without any of them making me any money, because there was no one there to make money for me. But yeah, we bought the 3 garages, but we know the staple at the moment is 2 garages per stream, and we must be getting close to buying 3 garages per stream. I think yesterday the reason we did it is because like we had a lot of ferry rides, and at the end of the ferry rides we had like over $1 million in the bank, and that's why we were able to buy the garage, fill it up with trucks and a trailer straight away. And I think that made a huge difference, as it normally does with ATS when you do a lot of ferry trips. But essentially we ended up with only having one more garage in ATS. So we know we're going to get 2 garages in ATS. Whether we get a third one, I would not be surprised, because the amount of money that ATS is coming in, it's bringing in more money than ETS on a regular basis. About to buy a garage soon anyway. We're only 130 odd thousand away from that. But I'm interested. Whoa. Interested in knowing how much. I've got a feeling. I don't know why. I should have gotten the other lane. That's my feeling. I should have gotten the other lane. There we go. I got a feeling that even though AT is going to win this week, I got a feeling it's going to lose a bit of a lead. I think ATS has crawled back a smidge, which makes no sense, right? Because as soon as we buy this garage, we've got the same amount of garages. Instantly. But we'll compare it at the end. I'll compare the last figures, for the last streams of it, to this one and see if the gap is reduced. The lead is reduced a bit. No, I'm not going to be able to get in front of him. Oh, no, I'm not, am I? I'm going to try and sneak in. Push my way in. No, I can let you go. There's no one behind you.
Then turn left. Turn left.
There's 21, so we're almost 100 grand away now. It's just coming in thick and fast, the money in ATS. Actually, I forgot to look yesterday at the end of ETS what the 7-day figures was. Halfway through the stream we had improved it by $1 million, but even then it was still about 2 million behind. 3 million behind. 3 million behind. I think it's a good indicator. I don't know why it took so long. I mean, what, a month ago I realised that would be a great thing to measure the how well each of the game's doing. Oh, light's good. I am out of sauce today. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know what it is. I don't think I've been sleeping that well. I slept a bit better last night than I had in a while, which I think going to bed early and all that, and I readjusted my clock a little bit better. Got to sleep easier, but I'm half asleep. Which has been a problem for a while, and getting up early too. Waking up really early, so don't know why that is. Maybe I should go for a jog before I go to sleep. No, it's 55, 55, 57. Inspection station, do you want me to do 45? Oh, I've got no choice. I need to be inspected. Inspect my gadgets. stuff them. Turn this into Smoking the Bandit.
Stay left.
Jeez.
And then turn left.
Like I said, town, slow trucks, corners and traffic lights are stopping me getting into cruise control. I haven't had cruise control on once yet
Turn
this street.
left.
Why am I complaining about it? Because I'm lazy. And ATS is maybe even lazier now that I've got it automatic. You can go, the light is green. Green for get your ass moving. Come on, game. That was a very, very quick yellow light, orange light, amber light, whatever you call them.
Stay right. And then turn
You could
right.
always go with not red. That was a very quick not red.
Turn right.
That lawnmower in the game, or is it outside my window? I'm guessing it's in the game because it's not raining. It's not raining, but it's still cloudy and looks like it's threatening to rain. Why are we stopping? What's going on here? You've just decided to break down there. Oh, well, that sort of sucks for you, doesn't it, buddy? Do you want a hand? Oh, now you move. Of course you do. I'm guessing the answer's no to the hand.
Go straight.
Oh no, too late. Commit. I'm fine. I saw the not yellow, not orange, not red. I told ya. I don't know what's going on with me. Jeepers. Not the red. And I thought I could make it, and then I went, no, I can't make it. And I went to hit the brakes, and I thought, no, stick with your first decision. Stick with your first decision. It's always my belief with driving. If you're ever hesitant, go with your first decision. Or is it your second decision? I don't know. It's been so long since I've driven. Maybe it's second decision. Maybe it's not me indecisive. I can't decide which one it is. So tomorrow we're starting a new game. Just die already. And I've been telling people that it's definitely not a PG game. That it's R-rated. I've been saying that with no knowledge of playing it, just by looking at screenshots. A couple of screenshots. But I actually looked up the rating today. Decided I better make sure to see what the rating is.
Stay right.
And it's not suitable for people under the age of 12. But yeah, I'll be playing that tomorrow. Never seen any gameplay whatsoever. All I know is just old people running amok. And that's it. So I'm sort of excited and scared. I don't know what to expect. Money's slowed down a bit, isn't it? I got a twitch, my eyes twitching. $0.99 hamburgers, jeez. They're long gone. That's what a McDonald's hamburger used to be, 99 cents. Years and years and years ago. Now they're about, what are they, $3 or $4? Maybe not, maybe they're $2, I don't know. I haven't had one in so long. Actually, I think cheeseburgers are $2, so maybe they're a little less. Can we hit that 77? 20 grand away? We should do it with this delivery. How far? 32 minutes. There we go. So get ready to vote. What state are we going to have our new garage in? 77 cruise control with 27 minutes away from our delivery point. Finally. Oh, you're joking me. While you're voting, I'm going to have to quickly have a bathroom break.
Get ready to
And maybe put something a little warmer on around my legs. I'm wearing shorts at the moment, so I might have to put some trackies back on.
turn left. Get ready to turn right. Turn right.
420. The hell I was about to say when I hit that, I was going, and we'll just miss the cop. If I hadn't hit that cop, we'd be at 4:30 now.
Get ready to turn left. Turn left, and then turn right.
Why are you stop? Fine, you're going to stop, I'm going to go. Stuff yes.
Turn right.
Oh, no sound fixes for this? Really? Damn. Just missed the cop. Yeah. Which is true, I did miss the cop, I just hit his car. I nudged his car but managed to miss him. Didn't end up going through the door and into the driver's seat. Silver lining. Right, where do you want this?
You have arrived at your destination.
Mickey D's. Where do you want it? Where do you want it? Where do you want it? You want me to reverse it in? Of course you do. Of course you do, game. Oh, ho, 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 ho. This is going to be... I haven't had one of these in a while. Ooh, this is going to be interesting. I haven't got much room to maneuver with either. I'm doing well today. I've managed to hit everything. Yesterday it was speeding tickets, today it's just hitting everything. Now, the trailers are next. They're next on my what can I hit list. Told you, I wasn't trying. I wasn't even trying to do that. Oh, what's going on? I might actually have to skip this because I really need to have a bathroom break. And I actually went before this, just before this, turn the right way, the stream. So that gives you an indication that it's cold here because for some reason my bladder doesn't work. Well, overworks in the cold. Maybe it's cold, so it overworks to keep itself full. Oh, Jesus, it's miles away. Actually, I am going to skip it. Sorry, because I'm almost dancing in my seat. And I've got to bring everything up. Not much room to manoeuvre. I really wanted to do that too, but the game gave it to me at the wrong time. I'm going to blame the game, not my old decrepit body. Right, we've got 473,000, ladies and gentlemen. So you guys vote on where we're going to go next while I go off and do that and put something warm on. So let's bring up the garage manager and the map view. So what have we got left? We have Oregon is one. Wyoming, North Dakota, South Dakota, Nebraska, Minnesota, Iowa, Illinois, Louisiana, Mississippi, Georgia, Kentucky. Oh, hang on. Let's just check that, eh? Yeah, Kentucky. Where were we up to? So Louisiana, Mississippi, Kentucky, Illinois, Iowa, Minnesota, Michigan, Ohio, West Virginia, North Carolina, Maryland, Pennsylvania, Maine. I think that's our choices. We'll go back through Oregon one more time. Oregon, Nebraska, South Dakota, North Dakota, Minnesota, Iowa, Illinois, Mississippi, Louisiana, Georgia, Kentucky, West Virginia, Ohio, Pennsylvania, Michigan, Maine, New Hampshire, and Maryland. Right, and North Dakota. Those are the options, people. Go put your votes in now. We've got one for Oregon. I'll be right back. Well, I'll be back as quick as I can. So, yeah, and we'll see where we're going. Back soon. Sorry, let's unmute. G'day, AM. Let me just sort my chair out. New PC. Is that going to work? There we go. Hope this one lasts as long as the other 5 years. No, you got a new PC. Didn't you get a new PC? I don't know. The way you worded it, I thought you were the only one that had a broken PC. I thought lots of people had broken PCs. Yours was in the same month than yours. Like I said, mine's been doing some weird stuff, so I'm expecting mine to die. And if it does, that'll be the end of my Twitch career for a long time. Why am I out of breath? Don't know. Right, so we only got the one vote. I am out of breath. Why am I out of breath? Let's go silent. Why? What is happening? What is happening? What has happened with my PC? It's just doing some weird stuff, dude. Some really weird stuff. Stuff that a PC shouldn't do. And none of it's the same. I've had like my screens go black, flicker black on and off, on and off. I've had some weird text come up on my, among other stuff. So. Oh, we need to upgrade that carriage straight away. Now buy a truck. Make sure someone's driving it. How long's that going to last me doing that? Giving you a little look. Least but not last. Maybe it's the other way around. We need to go into freight market. We need to go to, hopefully we've been there before, I'm sure. It'll probably be the only one we haven't been to. There we have. And see if we've got a, well, it's me listed. Everything sounds like the graphics card. Yeah, but it sort of does. I've had it where I restart my PC and two screens work, but my main screen, which is the one I log in and everything with, isn't working. So if it is the graphics card, it's not even 3 years old, that's fine, it's under warranty. And it's also fine if it is a graphics card because I got my old 1070 there. So if the graphics card died, at least I can put that in. Well, they're sorting it out for me. So let's see, BHP, we're with them, I'm sure we are. Let's go through this. Yes, we are. Then we're with them. The one with the W, I'm sure we're with them, whatever they are. Gallo, we're with them too, aren't we? Can't remember who the W is. Here we are with those. Your power supply, mine's not that old, my power supply. I've had doubts with that ever since I've got it. Home Depot we're with. Rustic we're with. Walmart we're with. Okay. We're with all those guys. Middle West. Let's go down this side. Middle West. Have we got them as a contract to us? Why am I counting them? I just need to look to see if there's a Metal West there. Metal West is our new company that we obtained a contract with. Right. Like I said, I'm pretty sure there's actually a garage we haven't been to before the one that we are going to, but I don't know which one that is because good old SES, everything else is in order except for the order you buy your blooming garages. They just chuck them around in any old order because Oklahoma City was not the last one we bought, was it? The last one we just bought was Salem. And where's Salem? Am I in my garages? Here at number 6. So it's annoying, but I do know exactly that one there, and I'm pretty sure we bought one. Maybe it was that one, or no, that one, or was it that one? No, it could have been that one. Let's just go with that one because I have no idea. So let's travel down there for 1400. All that distance for oh no, I'm just in Texas. I know. I think I'm up in Oregon. In Texas. Geez, yesterday with ATS we took a trip all the way from the top of Europe all the way into the Middle East. It cost us 7,000 euros. Alright, and so Irish Andy Ford, thank you very much for the bits. Welcome to the stream, mate. Hope you're having a good weekend. Glad to have you with us. All is good as well, I hope. Yeah, I'm pretty good, mate. Pretty good. Just getting adjusted to daylight savings. Having a lot of mental breakdowns because of it. That's what I'm going with. More lockdown, I'm losing my mind, but we'll just go blame daylight savings. Let's find a job, ladies and gentle persons. Now, what have we got here? We're with Amazon, we're with the FA, we're with Lennart, we're with Home Depot. Hypers, yeah. I lost mine years ago during the club. Yeah, I've lost it. Years ago as well. Then I found it in overly used condition, and now I think the battery's died. That's to the point as I'm looking at our country. What am I looking for? Hypers and which I'm sure. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's right. That's the last one we chose. All right, so we got how many we got for them? 2. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here's your choices. Both go to Mexo too. So if you want me to take that delivery, you type in number 1 into chat. That one's for $29,000 going up into Arizona and then back into Mexico because that makes absolute sense. You got to go north before you go south, apparently. And number 2 is across into Baja, California, serve, whatever that is, which I assume is south. So that's for what's that for? $18,000. Beautiful drive-through there. Yeah, that'll be number 2. Duracell, buddy. No, I need a combination of Duracell and a solar panel, and I'm already working on the solar panel. You just can't see. So number 1, number 2. Put into chat which one you want me to take, 1 or 2. I'll give you guys 30 seconds starting from. I'll wait for it to click over to 00 now. Number 1, number 2. It's up to you. Ten seconds left. Okay, we've got one vote. Did Causey disappear somewhere? Number 2 it is, which is that one there. I also think... Right, I was in gear. Let me just check. We've got 46 garages. I've got 45. We're missing a contract. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, I've miscounted the first time now. We're all good. We're all good. Let's carry on. As you would. Oh, he said be right back. I thought he would have been right back by now because I went off and did my thing. But he's still away. We've only got 3 hours of driving left before we need to sleep too. I might as well fill it all the way up. Get the cheap fuel in for that little bit. Let's see if I can stop hitting crap, eh? I wonder what the damage is on my truck at the moment. That's the best bit, yeah, me hitting stuff, I know, that's why we have crash cam, isn't it? 8%, we're all good, we're fine. Alright, so I'll just run through my checklist. Is this one way? Could I not go on that way? I think this is one way. So we bought a garage, yes, we bought a truck, yes. I also managed to remember to put a person inside that truck, yes. We got a new company to have a contract with, check that. And what have I forgotten?
Stay left.
I've bound to have forgotten something. Because that's becoming the norm.
Exit left.
I know I didn't check to see if a car was coming there because I actually checked already before I got to the intersection. So I knew it was safe. Well done. I think they believe that, but you shouldn't be saying that out loud. Damn it.
Stay left. Then turn left.
Hey, Ozzy, you got Starfield yet, mate? Oh, it was get into gear. Oh, you. Damn it. Would have made it if it got into gear. I mean, I hit the clutch in, I put it into gear. And then release the clutch. Apparently the truck went no. No, can't afford it yet. Yeah, I know it's quite expensive too. It's 120 bucks, isn't it? I'm addicted to it.
Turn right.
Is your new laptop? I'm taking it's a laptop. Is it also upgraded? An upgrade from the last one that died? Or did they just get a new power thing? Apparently it's here. According to the flag, it's... Oh, there it is. Okay. That's where the cars are. And does the PC have a SSD? And a 1 terabyte hard drive? Yeah, is that a SSD hard drive? Yes, yep. So you should be able to run it then. Yes, phone, how can I be of assistance? The phone's asking me, offering a way to spend money. No, thank you. I'd consider it if I had money. But since I don't have money, no point trying to convince me into parting with what I don't have. Yeah, it's a good game. You played Skyrim? Aussie? Have you played Skyrim? Why can't we have a way out of there? And... yeah. And, what's it called? That's the word I'm looking for. Come on, people. Let me know what I'm trying to say here. If you knew that, I wouldn't need to say it. Inconsiderate. There we go. Inconsiderate. Back finally. You haven't missed much, mate. I was just killing time till you got here. So you haven't played Skyrim? Okay. Oh, I come all this way and you can't get out? Oh, I forgot about that. They're not very trucky friendly around this place, are they? Did I not? Okay, now I'm completely worried. With my mental state. And I'm not even joking. Didn't I just put the trailer on? Didn't I just reverse up to the trailer and put it on? I swear I reversed up, pressed the button and everything. Oh my god. Maybe I need to go to doctors, dude. Seriously, this is just the things I'm forgetting. Maybe it is tiredness, but this is just scary. I just reversed up to this. It did that. I pressed that. Dude, I'm a little scared actually. Old times to see, yeah, but this is happening too regularly. Things I forgot yesterday, the things I forgot to do the last 2 weeks. And now that, when I distinctly remember reversing up to it and pressing the button. I mean, honestly, how could you forget not doing that? Anyway, let's get going.
Turn left.
Let's hope I don't forget to follow the GPS to where we need to go. Come on, turn red before. Come on. No, I mean, not red, green. See, saying the wrong things too. Turn green. Turn green. Oh, now, see. It's all going wrong, isn't it? It's all going, I'm losing it. I'm losing it big time, ladies and gentlemen. I didn't need to, I just need to be in the other lane. Don't I? No, I've misread it again. I do need to be in this lane.
Stay right. Then turn right. Turn right.
Anyway, so you haven't played Skyrim, okay. Have you played Fallout, Aussie? looking good. Not looking good. Sorry. I have an absolute shocker today. Absolute shocker. No Man's Sky and Space Engineer. Oh well, No Man's Sky's nothing. Well, it's sort of a little bit of No Man's Sky in it, I suppose. I mean, basically it's Skyrim in space is what it is. So if you played Skyrim, then you know what you're expecting. And that's why I like it, because I love Skyrim. I've always been a big fan of Elder Scrolls. First one I ever played was Morrowind. Love that. I love that out of all of them. Especially the soundtrack. It was just something about the soundtrack in Morrowind. Oblivion was okay. Skyrim's awesome. Yeah, I got it free, eh? It came with my video card. I've never played that. Skyrim's the only one I'll play. All the other ones I'm not too big a fan of those fantasy things. I don't know why. Skyrim just feels more realistic to me. Well, the Elder Scrolls anyway. So now I've never played Baldur's Gate to know. And I don't, yeah, other ones, World of Warcraft and all that, with a third person view, I'm not a big fan. I like to be immersed. I like fantasy, and I'd like to feel like that's actually me there. When I'm playing third person, I know it's not me, it's the character. I'm playing the character there, who's not me, but in first person I can get immersed in that. You know, even though you can go third person. That's why it's same with Starfield. But I mean, all those are basically the same sort of type of mechanics. Fallout 4 because it's all the Cedar. Fallout 4 and the Elder Scrolls. But Starfield, yeah, I'm liking it. It's really good.
Turn left.
So much to do with it. Well, mind you, so that's their thing. Mind you, Fallout 4, not so much. The Elder Scrolls, obviously, you can't find complete walkthroughs of Elder Scrolls because there's too much to do. There's so much to do in those games that nobody's done it all. As far as I know, nobody's done everything. Therefore, you can't get a walkthrough for them. I'm guessing Starfield will sort of be similar. Everywhere you go, there's, mind you, there's repeated quests, side quests there, little quests, little missions to do, which helps building up your money. But yeah, I'm doing well. I've got a base going. I've got resources, a few bases over the place, and I've got the resources coming and shipped into my main base. Same as No Man's Sky. Not really. I mean, you can get the general same things, but like, oh, I suppose, yeah, actually, I suppose you're right when you go to the missions and you get kill 10 creatures. I mean, admittedly the numbers change, but it's pretty much the same. Blow up a sort of resource depot.
Go straight.
Hunt down a pirate. Yeah, I suppose it's about the same. But I think I'm a little disappointed because you don't get that with Skyrim. So I'm probably looking at it that point of view, but still, I mean, it's okay. I mean, one of them makes sense. One I'm doing that repeated makes sense because it's part of the deal with that person. That one makes sense, but there's ones where you run into couriers out in space and their ship's always broken down and they ask you to deliver their parcel for them. That one, it's the same thing. You just turn up into next to a planet, into a system, and hello. They need to invest in better ships. But yeah, so I've got my base coming in and now the resources landing. I've got interstellar ones. Thankfully my main base has got helium in it, so I've got mining that and putting it into the interstellar base. I've just got that up and running. Building it up, I've got my little common room there. I'm slowly building up a research hospital thing. I've got 4 ships.
Stay left.
There's not one, I haven't paid for a single ship yet. I'm looking at buying one, but problem is the good ones I've got, I can't fly them because I've got to up my pilot skill to be able to sort of do them.
Stay left, then turn left.
When we get to sleep, I'm going to go and have a break.
Turn left.
But yeah, I've been streaming on Discord, Aussie as well. So if you see me in there,
Stay right.
in voice chat,
Turn right.
gone live, and most likely playing Starfield if you want to have a look at it.
Turn right.
I might do it tonight actually.
Finding new route.
Don't need to find it, just let the ferry do it. 7 hours. Okay, we will have a sleep. It's only 7 hours. Puts us in the night. You have grandkids? Yeah. Well, I'm just saying that I'm there. I'll probably be there other nights too. It's 1 in the morning. Let's find somewhere to sleep. I think, well, it looks like that's going to be easy to do. Oh. I'm looking at the wrong thing, jeez. I'm looking at the speedo going, what? Because I can't hear it's so quiet, I can't hear the engine running, so I'm looking at the speedo going, why the, oh, but no, it hasn't started because the revs ain't moving. Instead of looking at the rev counter, I'm looking at the blooming. Oh my goodness, man. How much money we got? It's 128. Well, actually, oh, hello. Let's sleep first. Hopefully I can get into the place there on the right to sleep. Surely we can. Surely we can. Not. Get in there. Okay, this is all weird, isn't it? How the hell do you get out of it? It's telling me to go... Am I reading that right? To the left there? Somewhere along there? Oh, I don't know. We're here anyway. Let's sleep. As soon as it lets me sleep, I'm sleeping, damn it. And then I'll figure it out after a break. I clearly have no idea what's going on today. Oh, is it over there, is it? Are you kidding me? Okay, let's follow this back. I cannot go over there, can I? Oh, maybe I can. Okay, I can. We've been here before, haven't we? Multiple times at this very thing. Not since the update, but I'm sure it shouldn't look like this.
Get ready to turn right.
Now I need just to get to, in there, is it? Perhaps in here?
Turn right. Reroute.
Please tell me I can sleep. I don't care where I am when it comes up. As soon as it comes up and says I'm sleeping, I'm sleeping. Right, we made it here. Tell me I can sleep. Come on. Come on. Is this going to be one of these ones that don't work? Is it? Please, 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 please let me sleep. There we go. Right. Turn it off. Hit the button. Damn it. It'd be raining and me windows down. Oh, the engine needs to be running, doesn't it? Right. Look at all that money. Okay, let's get out of this view. And maybe I need a tarp for those pallets. We're getting soaked. I'll give you a view of that. We'll come back in here while I go and have my break. Now, first off, we need to buy some trucks. Truck. We need to find more of those, apparently. Not really. One's enough. As long as we can buy the truck, we don't need any more. Let's not get greedy. And purchase that, and we put that all the way. Where'd we go? Oh, Oregon. One there. That's one. Please remind me to hire drivers for these guys. No, that's not Oregon, that's Oregon. There's two. Another one. There's three. We'll be able to get one more and... Oh, hello. In a trailer. I think this is where I screwed myself yesterday, because after that I went straight to trailer manager, and I'm used to going to recruitment agency. Well, not trailer manager, trailer purchase. I think that's what I did wrong last time, right? Why I ended up not getting them, because I lost my normal routine there. And I'm a routine person. Routinely forgetting to do stuff. Jeepers phone. Really want to be in the act today, don't you? I don't know if you can hear my notifications coming through. I think I just got a Twitch notification for some reason, which is weird because I don't know anyone at this time. All the people I know at Twitch, apart from Pirate, which I don't think he streams on these dates. Right, that's all fault. Everyone else that I know that I've got notifications for are in Europe. They're all asleep at the moment, and they should be. What was next? Trailer purchase. So we got that one last time, so it's that one. Configure it with, I suppose, with that insulated. Ooh, good options. Yeah, but better keep him happy, even though he's not here, Mike. How dare you, Mike, not be here. Right, buy that, confirm. And that goes into Oregon. Right, so, and now what do we need? Not much, oh, a little bit. Less than 200 grand for the next one, so yeah, we're going to be doing that. So let me leave you with this view while I go and have a quick break. I should only be about 5 minutes, have a stretch and a drink and stuff like that, and we'll be back delivering this in the nice, dry, sunny Mexico that we can currently see here. So yeah, back shortly, guys. it. Money's gone up a bit while I was away, isn't it? Alright, see you later, Aussie, even though you're probably already gone, right, and mentioned that before I went on my break, I think. I cannot hear the engine whatsoever. Let me get that other mirror up because we're in crash cam for the day. I think my prediction of ATS losing its lead a little bit, a reduction in its lead,
Turn right.
is going to be incorrect. I mean, where we're at the moment.
Get ready to turn right.
It's in the lead now. We're just about to buy another garage.
Turn right.
Oh, we should be all good unless there's traffic. Well, no, it doesn't matter, we're just going straight. So let's get into crash cam. Just need another 70 grand. And we need to vote. Where are we going next? Need to put the clutch in and hit the brake and the clutch at the same time. It's summer! Guess what I forgot to do? When it rains, that's when it reminds me. Mind you, it was raining and it took a little while to go, oh, hang on a sec.
Get ready to exit right. Exit right.
Oh, this is a windy road, isn't it, as well? In the wet. Hey, this is going to be fun, isn't it? You ready, Causey? Got your scissors in hand? I think it's going to be a foregone conclusion. I'm going to crash considering I've hit everything in the stream today. And while it wasn't raining. So turning red. Why weren't you moving? The light was green. Why wasn't this truck moving? That's a worry. Let me check something. Hang on. Let me zoom right in here. And actually, I don't think there's many. Oh no, it's garages. No, recruitment agencies in Mexico, is there? I don't think that's a recruitment agency. If it is, we're going to pop in and it is. We're going to go there. Oh, of course, there's I missed that. I didn't see that on the GPS. We're turning left here. Or the next one. Hopefully the next one, because I might be in... Oh no, I'm alright. No, we'll be turning left here.
Turn left.
I get the feeling he's not me. Oh, okay, we're still good. But I get the feeling he's stuck. No, he's not. Good. We've got a bit of lag going on here, a bit of jitteriness in the frames.
Stay right. Then turn right.
Yeah, something going on. That statue's got no textures to it. Let me mute and unmute because for some reason scroll lock is quick save in this game, which is what I got it set to mute. Because I would not be surprised if it crashed while I was going. 400,000, 30,000 to go. 30, 35. Knowing your luck, Causey, it probably stopped running before we get to the really windy bit. Even though it's just started. Okay, so we can unlock a Peterbilt while we're here. I would have liked to have been a Western Star, actually. Oh, it's a Kenworth. Okay. Kenworth by Peterbilt or something? Was I unaware of this development? Yeah, look at that, it's starting to lighten up, isn't it? We look all good and clear. But you're getting back into cab view. There we go. I'll need to be in cab view for this site. Please work button. Right, and we clear that side? Not really. Definitely not clear that side, so here we shall remain. Let's start moving now. That guy came out of nowhere. That guy came out of nowhere. I swear he must have spawned just there. Because there was no one after that. Really? The way I've been going today and noticing things. Back into crash cam. Oh, have we not been this way before? Have they just changed this bit? Oh, there goes the rain. Sorry, Causey. Actually, I was looking forward to driving it in the wet as well. Maybe it's just like, scare the crap out of me. No, you don't hit me. Dadnammit. Oh, crash, yeah, wait till those go, yeah. I don't remember any of this. We've been this way, but I don't remember any of this. Maybe we're going a different way than we normally do. Pretty sure by now we'd be in the windy road section. And I don't ever remember coming through this way. Go to the windy road. What are you telling me to stop and go at the same time, dude? Make your mind up. Oh, look at that. Look at the sky. God, that's making me dizzy. Something's not right around here, is there? There we go, it's finally stopped. Jeez, that was disorientating for a bit. Why am I in 17th gear when I'm only doing 40 mile an hour? I should be in 15th gear, actually not even in 16th. And get your voting fingers ready. Right, Garage Manager, map view. So our options are now North Dakota, South Dakota, Nebraska, Minnesota, Iowa, Illinois, Louisiana, Mississippi, Georgia, Ohio, Pennsylvania, Michigan, Maryland. Is it Delaware as well? Maybe it's Delaware. It doesn't look like there's anything there. I think that's Baltimore's and Maryland, isn't it? Maryland, and Massachusetts, New Hampshire, Maine. So run through that again. We've got Maine, North Hampshire, Massachusetts, Pennsylvania, Maryland, West Virginia, which I missed, North Carolina, Ohio, Michigan, Georgia, Kentucky, Illinois, Mississippi, Louisiana, Georgia, Illinois, Iowa, Minnesota, North Dakota, South Dakota, Nebraska, and that's it. 30 seconds starting now. Put your vote in. We've already got one for Louisiana. Where are we going to go, ladies and gentlemen? Ten seconds left. Anyone else? Louisiana it is then. And straight away upgrade that. Driver. And a new company. Hopefully we've been there before. No, we'll go there. Auto parts, we haven't got them. That makes it nice and simple. Well, welcome to the family, Auto Parts. You get the utter thrill of having me do your deliveries for you. Just gotta carry on driving. Look at that, just get to the point where I can put cruise control on and we get corners. Now this is familiar. Ooh, that's quite sharp. Oh, the sharp corners. What are we, an ATS? What's going on here? Oh no, we're just not in the US, that's why there's corners. Sorry. Oh, I saw it. Took it. Yeah, well, most likely considering this feels like I'm actually driving a boat, not a truck. $56. Ah, really? I just... Look at that money just coming in. If this keeps it up, if they both keep up what they're doing, ATS is going to win by miles, man. I mean, look at the difference between the 7-day figures. There's $3 million difference. At the beginning of this, at the end of it, would not be surprised if that is growing now, even though, you know, I did say at the beginning, I think ATS pulled it back a bit, might have reduced ATS's lead, but we bought 2 garages already. We've still got an hour left in the stream, so a third is quite possible, the way the money's coming in at the moment. So ATS might, now I'll probably say, will increase its lead. Get some racing lines on, shall we? Get nice and close to the apex there. Come out of the corner wide. Go wide. No, this is a sharp corner. Let's not do that. Let's not do that. Do it. Yeah, we've got a sleep coming up soon, don't we? Soonish. Another 5+ hours. And I would not be surprised by the end of that sleep we've got enough to fill the rest, the new garage up with trucks again and trailer, and probably maybe enough for another garage. Keep that trailer on the side of the road, right? Stop going over the middle lane. Yeah, now how do I do that? Well, I make the front of the truck go over the middle line. Instead. Go wide. Oh, did I hit it? Did I hit it on the 64 or did it just go over this to 65? Find out in a second. 65. Good for diesel. 23 hours to go, but that's Mexican time. We're not Mexican, so we can put that down to probably 13 hours to go. If you're new to the stream, by the way, hello, welcome, and no, I'm not having to go to Mexicans. It's just with this map, the ETA times are out drastically, and that's what I was referencing. And the theory is behind that. We've never known why, and every time we get an update thinking maybe they'll fix it, but it's always out. And you'll see the ETA time drop pretty quick. And I believe it's because there's quite a bit of the Mexican map that doesn't have any speed limits, and I think that affects its calculations for the game. And then it ends up giving us a false ETA. Is that creamy burgers? Creamy burger? Okay, that sounds, I don't know what that sounds. Shakes, malts. What the hell's a malt? I've heard that term a lot. What is a malt, you Americans in the chat? Maybe we have it and it's named something else with that barbecue bacon. Ooh, Wendy's. Don't cut corners. That's why our patties are square. Yeah, I think movies all the time. I just thought it was a milkshake. Okay. I think that's sacrilege to a steak. Personally, I've never tried it, so but it just seems wrong. You know, it's the same view as like people put Diet Coke into bourbon. It just no, you put Coke. Don't break traditions. Some things are meant to be as they're meant to be, as they are, as they've always been. Don't come along and change them. Putting Diet Coke into the bourbon, or milk powder into a milkshake. Use real milk. For all I know, it might be really, really nice, but it's definitely not something we do here. What are you doing, GPS? Was there a solar flare happening or something? Mucking up the GPS satellite. 4 hours till Betty buys. I'm guessing we'll be able to get one more delivery in after this. We'll be heading to Oregon too after this delivery. Yeah, we do, but not in shakes. We get them in Maltesers. We get them into the well, the other malt, which is not my favourite taste actually. Those, remember I was talking about those. Oh, what the hell was it? Forgotten the name of them now. I've got the vision of the packet in my head. We'll talk about it. It comes with an egg and cream flavour. Macintosh's toffees. They have a malt flavour, and it's definitely not my favourite flavour. I don't like it at all. Maltesers I like though. I don't mind Maltesers at all. But Maltesers, I mean, I'll eat them, but if there's other options, I would not choose them. I would always choose something else. So I don't mind them, but I'm not a fan of them. So if you like Maltesers, you like a malt shake. Yeah. Well, maybe it worked. Maybe it worked. Combination. Malt shake wouldn't do it. If it tastes like, I mean, probably about texture, mate. I don't know. I mean, the reason why I choose something over a Malteser is because there's a lot of things that are a lot nicer than a Malteser. I'd go with that. If there isn't, I'll probably go with Maltesers. I wouldn't say no to them. They just would never be my first option, if you know what I mean. Oh, dirt road. Hello. And we've got to drive slowly on the dirt road. For 2 seconds and then... Oh, this is also interesting. I like this. I like $19,000. Let's get another truck up and running. Out there making us money ASAP. Where'd we go? Louisiana. Let's just scroll through, see if there's a female. I haven't done it all stream yet. And I'll probably be like ATS. Do it for no reason because there won't be a single female. And we found 2 recruitment agencies yesterday. And we didn't get any females, nor did we get any drivers with decent levels either. And the same has gone today, even though we've just found 1 recruitment agency. I don't think I've got a single ad today. Again. I've got 3 hours to go. Ads done. Yeah, I don't think I've got 1 ad today. Is it? $21,000. Maybe. Oh, slow down, slow down. I like this road, something different. It's just different as we go into a normal road again. It's just typical because I was going to say when we saw that 20,000, I said, yeah, they're more regularly 20,000 coming, but before I could say it, I saw $600 coming, or whatever it was. Speaking of which. That's why I don't get why there's an ATS. We pretty much got the same drivers and trucks, okay? Pretty much the same. So why is ATS having just constant money coming in where ETS doesn't? Actually, I came up with a theory yesterday. Maybe that theory is correct as to why. Clearly forgot about that theory because if I remembered it, I wouldn't have gone why does ATS do it and ATS doesn't. It was only after I said that I remembered the theory as to why I think the money comes in more regularly in ATS than it does with ETS, even though we've pretty much got the same amount of drivers. And ETS, the drivers, I haven't checked it, I only assuming because of all the ferries we've taken, we're well ahead game days in the game in ETS. Well ahead than ATS because there's hardly any ferries, so we've had to drive everywhere. Where with ETS with the ferry, you know, you go miles and miles or kilometres and kilometres in instant in the game. Just what am I doing? A rally stage now? Where's my Subaru Impreza? Or my Evo? 46 grand, so in bigger amounts than ATS. But my theory was yesterday, for those who would need to hear it, was that I think because you would think they would give ETS his advantage, but it's not. Yeah, but that's the other thing too. In this, my level's higher for me personally. With my driver, my character I'm driving as. His level's higher than ETS's as well. But then again, that doesn't mean anything, is it? Because I don't get any XP for being on a ferry. Well, the distance the ferry is gone. Anyway, my theory is the reason why that is because with one of the big differences between ETS and ATS is obviously with ETS there's a lot more towns, there's a lot more corners, so there's a lot more slowing down. Speed limits are higher in ATS as well. Overall, I would say. I mean, the fastest you can really go in ETS is 90 kilometres an hour, which is 55, I think. I think 50 is 80 kilometres and 90 is about 55. ATS has less towns and a lot more straight roads, where ETS has got a lot more bends you've got to slow down for, a lot more towns in between deliveries you've got to slow down for that speed limit and that, so I think it just takes them a lot longer to get to their destination, even if it was closer. Even if it like an ATS, say an ATS, that guy's going from one city to another, and the ETS the same thing, an ETS that city would probably be a lot closer. But because of all the things in between, all the towns in between and everything else like that, it's going to take a lot longer because of all the turns and change of speed limits to go really slow through the towns and that, where you don't get too many towns in between the cities here, and lower speed limit. That's what I think is the reason as to why that happens. Also notice, just like that, we've got enough money. It's so quick, I'm not even keeping up with when it goes up. I'm just going to get around this bend first. And I'm trying to keep an eye on the money the best I can, so I know as soon as we've got the money to buy a truck, I get it, buy a truck and get it out there. But in between the last time I looked and looked then, we weren't even, last time I looked I don't even think, we just cracked 100 grand or something. Let's get yet another truck out there. So ATS is just gonna, it's definitely gonna increase its lead. I mean, this is the third or fourth truck already. Third. Sorry, I'll mute, didn't realise. Oh, I remember muting, but obviously I forgot to unmute because I was coughing. Isn't that funny how the truck drivers have a particular look? They all look the same. You look at all the people that were truck drivers in this game and all the people that are truck drivers in ETS, they're pretty much doppelgangers. Twins! They look so alike. Weird, isn't it? Sort of on the east coast of this peninsula, aren't we? We need to go to the west coast, if I remember rightly. When do I ever remember rightly? And the next rest stop, we've got to stop and rest. This is a nice road. It very much reminds me of driving down the west coast of the North Island. Around the Taranaki area. Which is just 2 hours north of me, by the bottom of Taranaki is. Top of it's probably about 3.5 hours away. Got a speed limit change coming up. So yeah, why don't we just go from 13th gear to 16th gear to celebrate that fact, shall we? That was an accident. I was meant to go into 14th gear, but hey, it didn't do any harm, did it? Didn't slow us down. Actually, I think we stop at 52. Yeah, we'll still set at 50. Your cruise control. Ah, right, here we go. We've got a town. I wonder if I might check the map and see. Let me just get round here and hit old N for let's take a look. These auto parts. There. Okay. And that is the nearest one until there, which probably bypass. You'll be able to go. Oh, look at that. Again, another case of having to go north to go south. Sometimes we have to go south to go north. Right, so we're not that far away though, but we will sleep here. 8 hours apparently. 8 hours between there and there. We'll see. 123 miles. Surely not 8 hours, 123 miles in 8 hours, come on. There's that time scale again. Working a treat. Oh, at least the sleep's on this side of the road. 25 miles an hour. And I might as well repair the truck while we're there, right? Since we're sleeping there for the night. We'll dump it off there, go to a hotel and pay for an overnight service. I think that's a great idea. Bakery. Oh, now I've made myself hungry thinking about pies and cream donuts, sausage rolls. Might as well get into cab view because we will be in cab view the next day, won't we? Let me get in the right gear as well. Let's start by just fixing ourselves first. a good service to our truck. And now we'll go sleep. Straighten up so we can reverse out of here a bit better. Normally what I would do in my solid profile actually is I would reverse up. Not that I can show you, I could show you here. I would reverse up over there and take the trailer off. Unhook the trailer and then come over here to sleep and then reverse back and pick the trailer up and then get out. But I ain't doing it with this. Right, so, I think we'll be voting after this sleep. Let's see how much money we get. Oh, our customer, yeah, and I just realised when I had it, I was going to check to see. Oh, you go up. We're late. I was actually going to check. I thought about checking it first. I think we're going to have a sleep. No, I better check how much time we got left. Maybe I should drive. Oh, how bad is this going to be? Well, hey. I made a huge mistake there. Anyway, let's get some truck sport. Louisiana. Tell you what, I'm feeling a lot better now than I did at the beginning of the stream. Listen to the end go, yeah, I know. Maybe that's the reason why when we redo this, I'll definitely be having sound fixes. Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. I knew that. I was just making sure you remembered, game. Right, trailer purchase. The next trailer B. It's this one. And we customize that configuration, and that'll be that there. Along with the paint, and it'll be that for Mikey. That's his privilege. He's earned himself by all his bits he gives me. Pink trailers. Speaking of which, Mike. There we go. Mike's coming to pay for his pink trailer. Thank you for the bits, Mike. How are you, matey? You a good bud? Let's buy that now. And stick it into there. And let's just get this over with. While we're in here, let's get this over with. Voting time. North Dakota, South Dakota, Nebraska. Oh, hang on. I know there's definitely. Let me just check. There's one North Dakota, Nebraska, Pennsylvania. Definitely one and not one. There's one in Maryland. Yeah. No, they all do it. Okay, they will do. They all have one. Okay, so let's go through this again. Why not last time? Why last time? And what did I do? No, I just put a trailer and I explained to people that got to make it pink. Keep you happy because that's what your bits pay for. You pay me in bits to paint pink trailers as a joke, and then you came in straight after I said that and gave me a couple of bits. So here's the options, ladies and gentlemen. You ready to vote? North Dakota, South Dakota, Nebraska, Minnesota, Iowa, Illinois, Michigan, Mississippi, Georgia, Kentucky, West Virginia, Ohio, Pennsylvania, Maryland, North Carolina, New Hampshire, Massachusetts, and Maine. Those are options. I'll run through them again. Maine, New Hampshire, Massachusetts, Pennsylvania, Michigan, Iowa, Ohio, West Virginia, North Carolina, Georgia, Kentucky, Illinois, Mississippi, Iowa, Minnesota, I said Michigan, North Dakota, South Dakota, Nebraska. Where are we going? I'll give you guys 30 seconds. Start now. Vote. You want me to choose this one, mate? Bring check Hudson. He's chosen all the ones so far, Mike, so he's given you the option. 30 seconds starting now. I don't think I said that, but 30 seconds starting now anyway. Vote away. Where are we going? Maine. Okay. Gonna vote for Maine. 10 seconds left. Any other votes? We get another vote for Maine to secure it, or are we going to have a competition in there? The answer to that is quite simple. We're heading to Maine. So we bought 3 garages and 1 stream, just like we did with whatchamacallit. Where's Maine again? Maine's down. Hang on, where was Maine? Maine's there, right? Okay, that's the Maine. Portland. Let's go up there. Go right in the middle. Let's upgrade that straight away too, as we normally do. This time we're not getting a truck though, but I thought since we're in there we'll get it over and done with. Truck's not going to be the issue. And of course, the last bit, which I'm starting to remember to do, the most watching me forget next one. Are we going to get a 4th? But we probably won't. Well, what have we got left? About 25 minutes. I don't even know if we will end up getting another delivery in this. I'm trying to cut it today's stream around the same. Where's Maine up here? Same time as I did with yesterday's one. Same amount of time. We are with every single one of those people. Let's pick another place. See if they've got anything different. Walmart. Okay, Turner. I think out of all these ones here, Turner is the only one we're not with. I'll double check that, but yeah, here we go again. Wait for it. I'm sure. Wait, watch me find it in here. What did I say? We've already got Turner. Let's go up here. What have we got up here? We're with all them too. What have you got, Providence? Nothing we want. Alright, what about down here? Unable to find a job that matches your filters down there. Okay, that's nice. Put. Have we run out of companies already? Surely not. We're with every single one of them. Tractor supply. Yeah, we're with every single one of them. We're with them. We're with them. We're with them. We're them. All them. Middle West, we just got new. We're with them, I think. Hitachi. Oh, are we with them? Auto parts, Armors, furniture. There's more options here. We're definitely not with them. I know that for a fact, so let's add them. The other ones I wasn't too sure about, but I definitely know we're not with... Really? Should I look? I will look. I'm bound to be right. Like a broken clock. Right twice a day. Except I'm half right. Half of that. Once a day I'm right. And this might be it. And it is. There's my one right for the day allowance. So we've got Homburg Freight. Right. Okay. We must be running out of... No, surely we're not running out of companies. Anyway, back into the breach. It's raining again, of course. We'd be in cab view this time instead of crash cam for it. interesting thing too is now that we bought our third garage, I've got to remember what garages to go to. I've already forgotten an ETS. I remember, oh no, we were in Faroe Islands. But I can't remember what we got after Faroe Islands. I think there was 2 more after Faroe Islands. One was in Serbia. One was in Slovakia or Slovenia, I can't remember which. After this delivery we go to Oregon, then after that it's supposed to be Louisiana, and then I think Maine's the last one, isn't it?
Turn right.
And I was better at remembering that because we've just done it today. Right, we're off. 3:24. Actually, I think this might be the last delivery, unless we get a very, very short delivery. What are we going for? I was looking about 3:30, 3:45 finish. Next week should be back to normal. By then I should be better, even though I'm feeling a lot better now for some reason. A lot better. There's some water while I'm at it. So I watched Legal Eagle's newest video today. Don't know who that is. It was about how QC is using other people's content. Don't know who QC is. That is outside of these. Okay. I don't know who those 2 guys are. People, girls, guys, girls, whoever they are. No clue. It should be in 14, yeah, not 15. Let's not push it, shall we? But there'll be plenty of people on YouTube. I'm assuming it's YouTube you're talking about. There's plenty of people on YouTube that do that anyway. Now, QC is one of the biggest streamers on Twitch. Okay. See, I don't have much time to watch Twitch streams, that's all. I just don't get enough time to do it. I've got all my stuff on my YouTube, which I do, and that takes up most of my morning. And then in the afternoon, I'm either streaming, or the days I'm not streaming, I'm probably doing games where I can't play and watch. I need to focus on the game more than watching. By then, most people are streaming, not. And if they are streaming, it's my choice would be watching Pirate anyway. Less than 5 minutes, yeah, see, that does go against, because you're going to use that stuff. Well, on the other hand, it's the person's video. They copyrighted their video. If they haven't copyrighted their video, then it's fair game, isn't it? Pretty sure that has worked. You just don't do anything. I know when I used to write songs, if I wrote a song and then I played that song and someone else liked that song and they played that song and copied my song and then actually copyrighted it, I didn't have a leg to stand on. Unless I can fully prove that I wrote it. And generally the best way to fully prove that you wrote it is go copywriting it. Am I going to slide off the edge of this cliff? Probably. Way today's been going, right? So I think I'm understanding why it was 8 hours to do 121 miles. Ooh. Because mostly this has been, what, 37 miles per hour speed limit. Which, yeah, is going to make me extremely already late for this because I didn't check before I went to sleep to see. Mind you, would have driven all through the night though. So it's one of those things. Hopefully the owners understand and still keep us as their first choice for deliveries. Oh really? Yeah, well, people get to a point where they become so popular and the money starts rolling in. It's all about keeping that money coming in, keeping that lifestyle that they're accustomed to, and that's what happens. They end up digging their own graves. Happens to everybody. Happens to corporations. Start making that money number one thing about everything. And you start fear about losing it, start rearranging life about obtaining it. It's always first on your mind. It'll kick you in the backside every time. Life will remind you that it's not the most important thing there. Every time. But people ignore it. People will say what I'm saying is not right, because that's the way they view it. But life, you sit and watch, they pay attention, life does it to you every time. Life will tell you and remind you, where'd you go, mate? Every time when you get that way, that it's not that important, by somehow getting you to lose that, turning your life upside down without fail. I think we've got a really, really good lead. I think we've actually extended the lead from last time. Yeah, they do, because you think you got enough and you keep spending and then you get used to it. Mind you, tax, I think a lot of it is you guys in America, because you get tax on your lottery ones as well. And that's quite huge taxes or something. There used to be a program, a TV series from America about two people that work for the Lotteries Commission, and they would drop off the lottery winning to the people or whoever it was. They would hand the money over and stuff like that, and then they follow, it's like being with three different people in one episode, and they'll follow their journey towards the end of the episode. And then yeah, 9 times out of 10, like, all these people have got to spend all the money, and these guys come back because they've got to go back and go, right, we're here to pick up your tax or something like that. And they end up with no money. Ours is tax free. We win whatever it is. I think it's currently up to 11 million at the moment. Well, plus the other one, Powerball's up to 11 million, plus the main one's $1 million, so if you win both of them it's 12 million. But that's tax free. Tax-free money all yours. Oh, okay, so it's okay. Depends on the state.
Get ready to turn left.
I personally don't know whether or not taxing or not is a good idea.
Turn left.
I mean, on one hand, you get tax on money that you won, that you didn't earn. You were lucky enough to win, so even though you get taxed, you're still better off than you were anyway. Number two, you took a gamble. Why not get rewarded for that gamble if it pays off? Risk versus reward, risk and reward. Vice versa. And if you do, you end up spending money anyway and paying tax on everything you buy with that money that you wouldn't have bought if you hadn't won. So it's much of a muchness, so. So if you tax it and then they go and buy stuff that tax you, double tax it. Essentially, their winnings. If you know what I mean. So maybe I lean more on the side of not taxing and winning. Because literally people will be buying a lot of stuff they normally wouldn't buy, which is A, giving money to the retailers, which they go out and they get extra money. They can buy more stock in or whatever. They got money to go out, you know, get paid, and they go off and spend money on groceries and that, and then taxes are on that. We have GST, so everything you buy there's tax. I think you guys have the same thing. You buy your petrol, tax on that. Everything. You get it back. I think that was state because Florida doesn't tax it, yeah. But I mean, still, at the end of the day, not really complain because he won $2 billion he didn't earn himself. Luckily, he ended up with $980 million, which is way more than anyone will even need. There's a certain point that needing money to survive and then gets to becoming wanting money. It's just got nothing to do with survival. Or just basic comforts. It's like if I win lotto, me personally, if I won like say $20 million, I would only use perhaps $2 million to set me up with a nice home, not an expensive home, just a nice house, mid-range house, because that's all I need. I've got a roof over my head, everything else like that, basic comforts, and then the rest of the money will go in and earn interest, and with that interest, I'll try and use that money to help other people less fortunate. Because everyone's got a right to happiness, as far as I'm concerned, you know, and because the world runs on money, and you need to go and work for that money, and there's not enough jobs for everyone, so people have to miss out. Not enough people are in a lucky position to go off and get the education they need to do that because of where they are and stuff like that. And people say, oh, everyone's got an equal right, but no, people who come from rich families, go to a rich college or something like that, have more opportunity than someone in the poor, because then they become their friends and then they get more connections and get more chance to get a better job, even though a poor person might be better qualified and a lot smarter than that person, because it comes down to who you know, not what you know. It comes down to circumstances. It's not equal. People say you got it equal. Yeah, it can happen, but the likelihood of it happening, not for everyone, you know. And Some people are unaware. You don't live in a lifestyle, you don't understand what that lifestyle offers you and stuff. How you can do those things. You only know what you know. If you live in a poor community, all you know is what it's like to be poor, how to live being poor. And you wouldn't know how to do things if some people know what to do with the medium income or rich. And people ignore that and go, no, this is the way my life is, so everyone else's life is exactly the same. So you've got the same opportunities. You don't. You've got the same choices. You don't. Well, you do, but you need to be aware of them, and that's what some people aren't aware of those. If you aren't aware of them, you can't obtain them until you're made aware of them. Understand how it works. If everyone was on the same standing with the same type of education in every school, same quality of education, same opportunities as everyone else without having to what you know or who you know and all that kind of... If I got the window down, then there is no excuse. Then there's a job for everyone. I think, anyway. Could be right, it could be wrong. This is going to be just as interesting as the other one, isn't it? Is that a ramp there? It is a ramp. Yeah, I need to do this and come in from the other side. I've got more room on the other side. How much room I've got there towards the fence? Don't worry, Jeff. There's a method to my madness. That's what I'm telling myself anyway. I've swung that round. Yeah. I mistimed that. Yeah, that's for sure. This is going to be interesting getting it into here, isn't it? Interesting. Maybe I should skip because I'm so late anyway. This is rather pointless, but I skipped the one earlier and I didn't want to. It's just that nature made me. I'm hitting the trailer like I did last time too. Alright. We can do this. We can do this. You don't have to get it in there straight away. Just set yourself up to be able to approach it better. Let's start turning it a bit more now so we hopefully miss that trailer there. Now we're looking a bit better, I think. We can straighten up. We can straighten it up. Get a better angle getting it in now. Straighten it up. Get a better view. Right, slowly does it. Alright, now straighten up. Slowly straighten up. Might have to have another bite at the cherry, but slowly does it, so it'll turn quicker. Slower you go, the quicker you can turn, believe it or not. Alright, straighten up. Oh, okay, you'll let me have it there. Fair enough, since I'm late, you can have it like that. Merry Christmas. You look, if I wanted to donate some of it to you anyway. Oh, cheers, mate. Jeez, look how much we lost. Also, I'd give $1 million to all my co-workers and see how many of them quit on the spot. Just social experiment because I can afford it. Fair enough. Don't think of that. Yeah, I would actually like my whole plan was always to buy business or buy businesses and hire people who don't have jobs, low incomes, invest in them, training them and stuff like that, and have the business run not as a loss, running at a loss, but also not to make a huge profit. I'd put that money back into the people, give them their 40 hours a week, make sure they only have 40 hours, make sure they have a good payment during that for their time, and give them the opportunity. And I think that way you'll get better productivity out of people, more happiness out of people too, less stress. And just make sure that I make enough to do that with the income. Some way, somehow. How I'll do that, I don't know, but that's the broad plan, you know. Just make sure the business is there to look after them, not there to make a huge, huge profit, because I've already got the money. Give the money back to the workers who... A business can't work without workers. Business can't make money without workers. A person can buy a company, they can start their own business, they can put all the money in and everything like that, but that person still needs workers to help. And it's in the interest of those workers to do a good job, to make that business run and to make a profit so they can get paid as much as the guy that owns it and put all the money in. So it's an invested interest, and if it does, then they should be rewarded just as much as anyone else, because they're equal to help that business run. You know? That's what I think anyway. But that'll be it for today. Let's quickly travel over to, what have we got, 69,000. Yeah, let's quickly travel over to Oregon so I remember for next week. Let's, what am I looking for? Garage Manager. There we go. Travel there for $3,000. That's a nice picture. The mountains in the background and the forest. Right, we're here. We're here! We made it! Okay. Alright, so let me write down, how do we end up? Let's see how much of a lead ATS... Did it actually extend? I assume it did, because it did so well. It also ended up buying 3 garages. But we ended on $66,501. We now have 48 garages, so 2 more than ATS, which is the same as before. The week before, or 2 weeks before, actually, we had Convy mode last week, didn't we? What else am I looking for? Truck count, 236. So we bought 10. Oh! No, I was right. My prediction at the beginning of the stream was correct. Yep, ETS clawed, made that gap a little smaller. ATS lead. Not by much. Last time ATS was ahead. What am I looking at? By 12 trucks. 12 trucks. Now it's ahead by 10 trucks this week. So ETS actually did claw back a bit. That's pretty good. I know people that would qualify for government benefits because they make $1 over. Don't qualify to make $1 over the limit. I've been was told she was over 50 cents because child support she get. They told her only problem is the guys are paying the support. Okay. See, with benefits here, and child support, whoever it is getting the child support gets paid in their benefit by the tax department, and whoever owes the child support to that person pays the tax department unless there's a deal made between them. And the tax department decides how much they pay. Unless you come with an agreement between you. If you do, you can come with an agreement between them. So, and it doesn't affect your benefit. Mainly because, actually, to be honest, everyone on the benefit, if they get paid child support, all gets the same amount per child. So the person that's paying child support to the tax department might pay in a lot more just for argument's sake, say they pay $80 a week, just for argument's sake, for child support to the tax department. But if you're on the benefit, you probably only get like $20. The whole lot goes into a big pool and everyone gets the same amount in child support if you're on a benefit. So it's all part of your benefit. You don't lose anything. It's on top of your benefit as well. So there are no limits. The only thing is like with benefits, your benefit will get affected if you're working, or like me, I'm disabled. I can earn up to $100 a week before it affects my benefit, and then you lose so many cents per dollar you make. And I think if you're unemployed, well, yeah, you're part-time and that, you get certain things. Yeah, it depends how much you make. The benefit will always make sure that you, even if you're working and you're not making enough to meet the standard of living, I think it is, the benefit, the government will top you up if you're not making enough. So, do they use any income you have or anything you can sell for money? I had lost my car because they say I can sell it and pay for my medications. Yeah, I know. That's the way you guys are set up. See, that's it. I need medications, the government pays for it. That's simple. I actually do get extra from my doctor bills and my travelling to the doctors. So that's already calculated into my benefit as extra. You have your base, and then you have your base amount for whatever you're on. Then you get your accommodation amount, which is a certain amount to how much you pay, to a limit. It won't go over that limit, which I'm at that limit now. So if my rent goes up again, I don't get any extra anymore to help me pay for it. And then you get other assistance if you need it for certain reasons. But if it becomes too much, what I can do if it goes over and it becomes a part of a pain, I can go for something called temporary additional support. And that temporary additional support can go on for as long as you need it. So it could go on for the rest of your life if you needed it. So, and then of course I've got the added bonuses of which you guys don't, is like, well, doctors are cheap, but I can go in hospital for free, operations are free, hospital visits, everything, x-rays are free, whatever you do in the hospital is free, paid for by the government. Well, essentially your taxes, so things like that, which is one less worry about with the bills, stuff like that. Anyway, so that's how we ended. We ended with ATS in the lead, but ATS did actually grab a bit of that lead back. So, yeah, today we're finishing early for those. Just remind people because we finished early yesterday. Hopefully next week I'm back. I appreciate everyone for yesterday and today's stream and putting up with me. I've been a bit out of sorts. I mean, I actually felt halfway through the stream I felt better, but there's been some weird stuff going on. For those who weren't here earlier, I literally went in to pick a delivery up and remember going and reversing to it and attaching it and then trying to get out of the thing. And then as I'm trying to get out of the yard, I noticed that there was something missing in the back of the truck and I hadn't attached it. I've had weird things go on. I don't know what's been going on with me. I don't know if it's change of seasons. I can't blame daylight savings because that happened today. And yeah, sure, I was preparing for this so I wouldn't be too screwed up streaming today by, you know, since Wednesday, doing everything an hour earlier, getting up an hour earlier, breakfast an hour earlier, lunch an hour earlier, dinner an hour earlier, and going to sleep an hour earlier in preparation for it, because obviously time went forward. But yeah, halfway through the stream, I started feeling a lot better, actually, a lot better. So, but until then, thank you guys for putting up with me yesterday's stream and today's stream, with all that being just an absolute airhead. And looking worried about it because I was a bit concerned about what the hell was going on. Yeah, but it was a bit just the stuff and how regular it was, Mike. That's what the problem was. So we'll see. Thanks for the brain tumor. Way to pick me up. I mean, you could be right. Either do it or don't. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. I don't know. So yeah, but yeah, right now I do feel better. Maybe it is. Maybe it's just a change of seasons. With a bit of maybe I think I've developed over last few years something I never had before, which is hay fever. And yeah, who knows? Plus, I haven't been sleeping well either. I mean, I haven't. I just I've been sleeping well at all. So maybe that's it. I don't know. But anyway, big thank you to Mike for the bits, Causey, and who else was there? AM. And someone else was here. Irish Ford something or other, wasn't it? Let me go back. Let's see if we can find it. I know Mike was here. Well, Mike's still here, and Causey was here. And chat, and AM was here, Aussie Medic or Aussie Paramedic as he is on Twitch. And there was Irish Ford. Let me see if I can't find them. Oh, actually, it's up there, isn't it? Not that I can read it. There we go. Where was it? Oh, he cheered, but then Mike came along and got rid of his name. Irish Andy Ford, yeah. Big thank you to you guys keeping me company in chat and making the stream a little bit more interesting if I wasn't talking to anyone. For me, and you, and the Lucas as well. So thank you very much for that. Also, a big thank you to everyone who's come along with your meeting. I'm still here watching this after the fact, either on the Twitch VOD or on my YouTube channel, which you can find a link in the chat at the moment, or go to my About page and they'll also give you a link to there as well. And you'll basically find most of my previous streams that are no longer available on Twitch. So if you want to go and have a look, and you might find something you enjoy watching. You might, if you want to know how this competition started, the mods I use, all that kind of stuff, that's there. How it'll progress, that's all there. Every single ATS competition is there. Plus other games I've done with Dyson's Fair, Call of Duty, if you want a good laugh and watch someone get killed over and over again. It's a good place to go find that. Yeah, and whatever else I played. A lot of things. What else have I played? Quite a bit. It's all there. Last of Us, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, you might get enjoyment out of it. You might not. You never know unless you give it a go. So head on over. Or don't. It's up to you. I'll leave it up to you. It's not like I can force you to do it. I can only suggest strongly. What else is there? Yeah, I'll be back tomorrow with a brand new game. Like I said, I'm a bit scared and interested looking towards this. I thought it was an R-rated game, but it's not. It's whatever they call it, PG-12. Peggy, in it? Peggy when it comes to game, P-E-G-I in it. 12. So anyone under the age of 12, apparently you're not allowed to watch it. So stay awake. Everyone above 12, you're quite allowed to watch it. So yeah, I don't know what it's about. All I know is old people running amok. So yeah, I'll be just, I don't know, new to it as you guys. If you haven't seen it, you come and watch me play it tomorrow. So it was interesting. I'm looking forward to it, like I said. But yeah, I don't know what to expect. I really don't know what to expect with it. Anyway, that's it for the competition this week. We'll be back next week with starting off with ATS and Lead, of course, and we'll be starting off with ETS, the second stream in summer. We'll be doing the recruitment thing next week. I've put a thing in my calendar to remind me this time, and we'll do that, and we'll see who's going to be in the lead by the end of that next week as well. That's Saturday and Sunday. For me, some of you, it's not Saturday and Sunday, it's a Friday and Thursday, so head over to my schedule page if you want to know what I'm streaming, what local time it is for you I'm streaming it. Yeah, that's it. I've covered everything, haven't I? Covered everything? I think so. Alright, on that note, ladies and gentlemen, I'll tell you what you can do. You can go away. You can be gone. You can go do something else. You can leave me alone because I'm leaving. So, hopefully I'll see you in tomorrow's stream though. But if I don't, take it easy, look after yourselves, have a good one, and I will see you when I do. Until then, see you later, guys.